Do you know why did you buy an iPhone? If you want to know, then watch this video. Hey guys, my name is Sahas and I help real estate experts just like yourself to humanize their brand and get high-paying clients. Before we dive right into the video, please do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for the latest updates. Alright, let's get back to it. So today in this video, I'm going to share with you what is an emotion behind your iPhone, the emotion behind the reason why did you buy an iPhone. As you must have heard a lot of times that the joke goes around that Apple innovates by giving its features to iPhone which Android had 2 years ago. The reason why it is funny because that is true. Because if you'll see a lot of Android phones already have lots of features which Apple is probably coming up with couple of years after when it is launched already in the Android phones. Now that should explain why having more features on an iPhone is not one of the reasons why people buy it. There has to be something more than that. People purchase iPhone, and that also includes me, because of the social and emotional attachment that Apple brings with its products and the story that it creates around its products. When you look into Apple's branding and story, and whenever they are marketing their products, they have always featured few of the very common phrases and keywords which you will find quite so often repeating into their marketing campaigns. Some of the words and phrases like reinvent, revolutionize, express, disrupt, create, think different. Why do you think they use this kind of common phrases? Because that depicts the kind of person, the kind of positioning that they want to have in mind of a consumer who believes in recreating themselves, who believes in thinking different, who believes in these kind of stories, who believes in that kind of positioning, and who believes that they are somewhere connected to that kind of an outcome, what a brand is standing up for. So if Apple stands for thinking different, what does that mean is that Apple is directly talking to the people who want to think different. And they're not the people who generally you see all around in the market, who care about making things that matter, who care about creating things differently. And they're not talking to the general population. They're talking to the very individualistic people who have a sense of understanding of creating better things or standing different than the rest of the crowd. So this is what Apple is talking about when they are specifically repeating these particular phrases and the keywords in their branding. And these taglines and keywords speak directly to the worldview of the people who care about status, power, creation, culture, and being different than the rest of the crowd. And that is why Apple has been so much successful in positioning itself from rest of the competition, which is why it is one of the most valued company in the world right now. And in totality, if you think about it, Apple, in any of the branding, in any of the storylines when they're creating around the products that they are launching, they will never be talking about much of the features. What they're giving is the power for the audience, for the people who are the consumers, who are going to be the consumers or who already are the consumers for Apple, and giving them the power that you have the power to reinvent things, create things. And by owning one of their products, you can get that power of thinking different and stand apart from rest of the people because you are different than rest of the people. And that emotional value is huge. So which is why whenever I talk about positioning yourself and brand storyline, these are really, really important, because it is not just meant for what your brand stands for, but it really meant for what kind of desires, what kind of emotions and feelings that you are helping people to engage with, so that they arise and they take the action in their life so that they can be at a better position by using your products or services. Showing that you understand the emotional side of the purchase decision helps your personal brand or a brand to seem more relatable. The reason why I'm talking about Apple story is very simple, because if you think about it, we always buy into the promises that the product or the services is going to bring in our lives and make our lives better. So it's always the stories that we buy into. I give this example pretty much so often that when you go and purchase a car, you're not really purchasing a car looking at the features. The reason why you're purchasing a car is because of the dreams, the status, the feelings and the emotions that it is going to get you when you purchase that car, and like the kind of comfort that you desire when you purchase that car, the kind of status while you're going to feel while you're going to drive that car, and the dreams that you have about that particular car is going to get fulfilled. So it's basically the emotional value of the product that you're purchasing. And we try to give a logical meaning behind any purchase that we do. Always remember, whenever your story relates with whatever your customer believes in and your product or services help them achieve what they want in their lives, that is what the real marketing is. Guys, I hope you got some value out of this small video, because I just wanted to give you a perspective of why do you really buy an iPhone. And I'm also one of the purchasers of an iPhone, so I really relate with that kind of a concept, because it is different, to be honest. It is different. It is simple to use. It's like more addictive to use, and they've made the product in such a way that it is easier to use than Windows. I don't want to bash Windows people or Android people, but I've been using Apple products from very long time, and I just don't feel like switching on to either an Android phone or even, you know, any other Windows based laptops or computers for that matter. As long as it gets my job done, and also there is an emotional link towards why I'm using it, because like I said, because there is a connection, because I believe in that kind of a worldview, what Apple really is talking about. They're talking about thinking different. It talks about reinventing, recreating, and that is also one of my values that I believe in. I believe in creating things that matter, and Apple is one of those products which help me create those things that matter, which is why it is speaking directly to consumers like me and all those people who are using an iPhone or any Apple products, because it matches yours and mine worldviews. Guys, I hope you got some value. Please do subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends if you like this video. Also, let me know in the comment section, what product are you using of Apple, if you are using, and why are you using? What is the real reason behind why you're using that product? It will just give me another insight of what is your thinking process, and I'll definitely reply to each one of your comments. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. To know more about me, you can also visit www.sahaschopra.com. Stay tuned for the next video in the series. Till then, take care.